What's going on, YouTube? It's Lost at 40 here again, and I may change my name soon because I don't feel necessarily lost. Maybe I've been found. So, just wanted to say hi to you again. I made a video the other day, which was just kind of dusting off the cobwebs and getting going again. But today is Monday, and I'm heading to work. And I decided that I'm going to do like a watermelon fast. I had done this a couple of weeks ago for 4 days, nothing but watermelon. I'm sure I had some coffee, but I only consumed or ate watermelon for 4 days. And I gotta say that I felt great. I felt happy. I felt happier than I had felt in a long time. And I lost like 6 or 7 pounds, but I just felt so good, and I didn't feel like I was depleted in energy. It was pretty fun. I went to this place called Randazzo's, which is a really nice fruit market that's always been here in like Detroit, Michigan, like the Metro Detroit area, and I would just pick out these watermelons with seeds. Now that's an interesting thing, is that it's getting harder and harder to find fruit with seeds in it. And it may be convenient to have a genetically modified fruit that has no seeds, but I really believe that there is a ton of benefit in eating a fruit that has seeds in it, because they are more organic. They're from the creator, they weren't altered, they weren't genetically modified. And in Genesis, in the Bible, it says that every seed-bearing fruit is good to eat. And I think it may be that, in the Garden of Eden, they just weren't eating, when we were closer to perfection, we weren't eating animals, dead animals. Now, this is a concept that I had started to realize as I was listening to this guy he's a black man out of Columbus, Ohio, who has a channel. His name's Kev Raymond Fruitarian. You should look him up. And so he's inspiring me to do this. He did 160 days of nothing but watermelon. And I've been watching his transformation, what he says about the fact that he believed he was like a drug addict because of all the chemicals, the thousands of chemicals in the food that we eat, and how we become addicted to sugars and different types of chemicals in the cheeses and just the processed foods that we have. We're always wondering, why do we feel so bad? Why do we have no energy? And it's like the quality of food that we're eating, even if we're not eating meat or whatever, there's just so many processed chemicals. And I have been on the keto diet. I love to eat meat, but like this concept of like you're basically eating like dead flesh that's been pretty much, a lot of times you're not going to eat that meat until 30 days or more after this animal's been slaughtered. And just thinking about all the chemicals that we know like go into preserving the meat and just to make the chickens bigger. And now they got this GMO food where it's like they say they're like growing meat in petri dishes and stuff. And I have noticed that when I eat like at a restaurant or even fast food, like my stomach is not enjoying it. Like I have been having stomach issues and bathroom issues like every time I go out and eat anything, it seems. But when I was on that watermelon cleanse, I mean, everything in me was just coming out perfect. I smelled better, I felt better, I felt so much more energy. I didn't feel hungry, because when I felt hungry, I would just grab a big piece of watermelon, which is extremely satisfying. To me, anyways. Originally, what made me start thinking of this, and it's going to sound crazy, is that I am at the point where I do not believe in the things that we've been told, the things that we've been taught. I believe that a lot of information from hundreds of years ago has been suppressed, and now we're living in a time of deception, and a lot of things are very fake, and a lot of things that we've been told over and over are not true. One thing I always thought was weird as a kid is that people would like kind of tease black people about sitting on their porch eating watermelon. Like, and I always thought, what's wrong with that? Like, if black people like watermelon, I mean, I like it too. As a kid, I thought, like, what's up with that? Like, why would you make fun of someone for liking watermelon? And so, because I know how this world is extremely evil and racist, and there's elites who, I don't know, they just take advantage of us, I started thinking, well, there might be something to this then. If they want to make fun of black people for eating watermelon, then it's probably super good for you. And come to find out, it is really good for you, and you could live off of it. You could grow it yourself. We don't necessarily like need to have 3 meals a day of like, you know, eggs, potatoes, steak, all this. How much simpler would it be if you just ate fruit? And I'm watching this guy. I mean, he's 160 days on nothing but watermelon. The guy looks phenomenal. He's doing great. He works in construction. And so it's just all these fallacies that just fall to the wayside once we like stop, once we realize that we've been deceived by our schooling, by the school districts, by the Rockefeller Foundation, by our government. It's just the whole system is deception. We've been deceived, and I'm just peeling back layers of the onion, figuring out, no, that's not right, this is right, you know. And this is part of my journey. And so anyways, I decided that today, although I have had coffee and stuff like that, I'm only eating watermelon. I've got 4.5 big juicy watermelons left, and I'm gonna eat those, and we'll see how long it takes to do that. It'll probably take 3 or 4 days, but I'll document each day how I'm feeling, and today is my first day, so I'm sure I'll weigh myself and see how it goes, but yeah, it should be fun. And other than that, hope you're all having a great day. It's a sunny day here in Michigan. Hope you're having a good fall, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Here's day 1 of my watermelon cleanse. Take care.